Yo, what's up guys? My name is Dylan Day and welcome to my brand new channel. As you can tell, I've gone through a lot of change over the past few months. When I was 12 years old, I weighed 200 pounds. Right now, I'm just about 145. I had been fat pretty much my whole life up until 2021. I always thought that I had a bad metabolism and blamed it on my genetics. I would make a New Year's resolution year after year to lose 50 pounds, and that would never even happen. It wouldn't even come close. The closest I came to losing 50 pounds was when I lost 25 at a football camp, but then gained 20 right back when football season started. So there I was, just sitting there weighing 185 pounds on my computer, looking for a motivational video to spark something in me like most people do, when I came across a very special one. This one's called Discipline or Regret, David Goggins and Joko Willink, Motivational Speech 2020. This motivational video was a turning point for me. It was a building block. It opened my eyes to the concept of discipline. Discipline is absolutely the most important skill that you can learn if you truly understand it. I'm not talking about the type of discipline that is supposed to make people obey you through punishment. I'm talking about self-discipline. This type of discipline is what changed me. It made me a better person mentally, physically, and spiritually. But the physical part is only a small part of discipline. A lot of it comes from within you. Your body is just the outcome of what you've trained your mind to think like. There's a saying that goes, discipline is just choosing between what you want now and what you want most. I want you to think about that for a second. Let's use this example. Let's say that you want to lose weight over everything. That's what you want most, or at least that's what you tell yourself. But then you walk in the kitchen and you see a cookie just sitting there. Now, if you don't have discipline, you're gonna go ahead and eat that cookie because that's what you want now. Your mind hasn't expanded enough yet to realize that in the next 5 seconds, that cookie is gonna be gone and it's gonna be destroying what you want most. It takes sacrifice to lose weight. Let's use another example because I really want to get this concept in your head. Let's say you're planning on going to the gym early tomorrow morning, around like 6 a.m. But you weren't disciplined enough to get off your phone and get off TikTok the night before, so you go to bed at 2 a.m. Then your alarm goes off at 5:30 and you're not even thinking about the workout that you had planned. You immediately press snooze because you're thinking, man, this bed is really comfortable. You didn't sacrifice your TikTok time, so now you're sacrificing your gym time. Even if you go to bed early, you still keep pressing that snooze button because you're just thinking about how comfortable you are. You don't even realize that in the next 10 minutes, you're gonna feel fine. See, that's a problem that we all face. We get so caught up in our temporary pleasures that we don't even think about what the world is gonna be like in the next 5 minutes. We're so focused on what we're feeling now that we don't even think about the consequences of our actions. So because some of us see things like being fat and wasting time inevitable, we just accept it. We hardly ever take action to stop these things from happening. The reason why is because the more important something is to us, the more resistance there is keeping us from pursuing it. That's why people hardly ever lose weight and find their true purpose in life. Because they just stick to what they're good at and stick to what they're comfortable with. They never try to get outside their comfort zone and work on their weaknesses. They never try to branch out to find new ways of thinking or discover new ideas. They just want to find the easy way out instead of taking the necessary steps to reach their goals and lose fat. You need to learn that we don't think ourselves into new ways of living, we live ourselves into new ways of thinking. So if you actually go to bed early and start waking up early and going to the gym, you'll realize that it's not as bad as you think. Doing those things will actually make you happy. It'll definitely make you happier than any new high score in a video game will ever be. Because even though getting dubs in Fortnite seems a lot more fulfilling than going to the gym and getting a good workout could ever feel, you'll go to bed that night feeling empty, haunted by the fact that you let yourself be weak. You fell for the lies that the comfort zone told you. And you wake up the next day feeling scared that those thoughts are gonna haunt you again. But then you remember how good it felt to win a battle in Fortnite. So you hop back on the Xbox and repeat that cycle over and over again. So you try to point the finger at external sources like your friends or family for raising you the way you are, when your true problems came from within you. It came because of your lack of discipline. So once you make that decision that something needs to change because you've been shortening your lifespan from being fat for so long, make that decision now and make that change now and stick to it. In the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill says that successful people are known for making correct decisions quickly and changing them very slowly. The same can be said for people who are trying to lose weight. You have to make that decision to change your life quickly and then stay consistent with that decision even when times get hard, because you know that if you quit, it's going to be a lot harder to get back on the path of discipline. Now I'm going to show you how I approached nutrition when I was losing weight. One of the very best things that helped me lose weight was knowing how to read a nutrition label. Here's how you can tell if something has a high amount of a nutrient in it. You look at the percentages. A trick I learned that if something is 20% or higher, that means that it's high. So if you eat something regularly that has 20% next to the added sugars, you probably want to stop eating that food all the time. Now we need to talk about the concept of moderation. Moderation is the avoidance of excess. Moderation is the only way that you can lose weight while still being able to eat the foods that you enjoy. One reason that I got fat was because I would eat unhealthy foods in excess. I would put 3 slices of cheese in my sandwiches. That means that cheese alone would account for 240 calories, 27% of my fat, and 90% of my saturated fat. Keep in mind that 20% is a high level of a nutrient. That is how I got so fat in the first place, and that is how most people get fat. We don't know how to read the nutrition label, and we eat those unhealthy foods in excess because we lack discipline and moderation. In my mind, I just thought it made it taste better. I didn't know how badly I was treating my body. So some foods that I would definitely moderate are things high in fat, especially saturated fat. So things like cheese, butter, and chocolate. Also foods with empty calories in them. So things like chips and cookies and stuff like that. Foods like that have so many calories but don't fill you up. Now just because you avoid these foods doesn't mean you have to take them out of your diet completely. You can still eat a bag of chips or enjoy a cookie every now and then. You just have to use the concept of moderation. Now something that I took out of my diet completely and I never really ate in the first place was sugary drinks like soda and juice. Even things like Gatorade, to be honest. Those drinks have so much sugar and calories and they're so bad for you. I personally never have soda anywhere in my house. Even sugar-free soda is bad for you because of the chemicals that they put in it to make it taste sweet. I pretty much don't drink anything except for water, green tea, and protein shakes, baby! Occasionally I'll have an energy drink, but it has to have no sugar in it. Now, as long as you can read the label and use moderation, you should be good on what not to eat. Now I'm going to mention some things to add to your diet. The first, of course, is fruits and vegetables. Now, of course, vegetables aren't the tastiest things in the world, but to me, they don't have to be because I use them as a source of fuel and nutrients. Always make sure to include vegetables in most of your meals. What I did is that every time I would eat a meal, I would get a small plate and put some broccoli in it and then eat it first so that I can enjoy the meal afterward. Now, to me, fruits have become my dessert. Some of my favorite fruits are bananas and cherries, but there are so many more out there. Now to me, bananas can taste pretty much just as good as normal desserts, so I save those for every once in a while. But my go-to fruits have become cherries because they're very low calorie, really tasty, and they have high anti-inflammatories which can help you recover after a good workout. You want to make sure to get a diverse amount of colors when you're getting fruits and vegetables because then you'll get all the benefits and nutrients. Another thing I would add in my diet is things high in fiber. So fiber essentially fills up your stomach so you feel full quicker and you don't have to snack between meals. Some of the main foods I like to eat high in fiber are beans, broccoli, and whole grains. Whole grains can be found in a lot of things, like whole grain wraps, whole grain bread, and brown rice. These foods will give you sustained energy throughout the day, which will help you not snack and lower your calorie intake, considering that these unhealthy snacks that we eat all the time are very high in empty calories. Now finally, every athlete's favorite food category, protein. Now protein is great because it gives you energy and builds up your muscles after working out. Without protein, you wouldn't be able to gain any muscle because if you're tearing up the muscle, but then you're not putting foods back in it, you're not building anything. My main sources of protein that I use are beans, chicken, and protein bars or shakes. Now this doesn't mean that you should go to Walmart and buy every Gatorade bar that you see. In fact, I don't want you to do that because those bars have so much added sugars, saturated fat, and too many calories for me. I wouldn't even consider those bars healthy for high-level athletes. Instead, you could make the protein bars in my alternative food video that I will be releasing next week. Now, I'm not going to reveal too much, but basically, my protein bars have way less added sugars, saturated fats, and calories while still having the same amount of protein and a lot more fiber to keep you satisfied. Now, when I drink protein shakes, I use 1 scoop of protein powder, and I only drink protein shakes during or after a workout because it'll help recover my muscles quicker. If you don't use the protein, it turns into fat, so keep that in mind. I eat 3 meals a day, and sometimes in between meals, I eat a piece of fruit if I get hungry. I also found that eating between 1,800 to 2,100 calories per day would help me lose weight efficiently and get lean while still building muscle because I'm a football player and I didn't want to get skinny, I wanted to get built. The only way you can lose weight permanently is by having a good diet. You can't just eat terrible foods and then expect to sweat it all off. You have to eat good foods and then sweat those foods off. Losing weight takes patience and it takes time and consistency, which is why so many people fail. They just want the quick and easy way out instead of the correct and long-lasting way out. Now, just because getting fit takes time doesn't mean that you can't get results fast. It just means that you have to understand that the only way that you can get those desired results is through hard work, a disciplined diet, and consistency. Now that you know some basic ways to build an effective weight loss diet, you have to actually put that fuel to use. First started losing weight, I would wake up at 5:30 and hit a full body workout before school. Now this might not have been the most effective way to lose fat, but it was at the beginning and I was still learning about fitness. What working out while everyone was still asleep did to me was it developed discipline. Getting up every day and hitting that workout no matter how tired I was changed my mentality. This garage right here is where the weight loss journey began. It gave me confidence knowing that no one else was doing this, and that discipline that I built then is what got me to where I am now. As I started seeing results, I thought to myself, there has to be an even better way to lose fat. So I got a gym membership and started going to the gym. I started to develop a routine and I started planning my workouts. What also really helped me about getting a gym membership is that now I had access to go play basketball whenever I wanted. So I would play basketball every day before my workouts for at least 1 hour. That cardio really helped me lose a lot of my weight. Fast forward to where I am now, and this is my workout routine. I have an upper body day, a leg day, and a cardio day. Then the same thing on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and I take Sunday to rest and recover for the upcoming week. Now, I lost weight from playing basketball for 1 hour on my lifting days, and then 2 hours on my cardio days. The main workout that helped me lose weight though was running routes on cardio days because of the intensity that goes into sprinting. Now I know that not all of us are football players, but I highly recommend that you do some intense running on your cardio days because that is the most efficient way to lose fat. Whether that be running harder when playing basketball or sprinting on a treadmill at the gym. Even biking is a great way to burn off fat from your body. Now, if we're constantly wearing our body down, we have to focus on building it back up too, or else we're not losing any weight or building any muscle. The whole point of working out is to get stronger, and you can't get any stronger if you're not recovering correctly. Now, here are some important factors in recovery. One of the most important ones is what we put in our body. I feel like drinking a protein shake during or after a workout has worked best for me when building muscles and repairing my body. You need to make sure to eat healthy foods with the proper nutrients to make sure that you're recovering properly. Some of my favorite foods are cherries and strawberries because they have anti-inflammatories which can help you recover from a workout. Another important key to recovery is stretching and getting your body loose. This will prevent injuries and allow for better mobility, which will help you feel less pain when you're working out. I know that stretching can be really boring and hard, especially when you're just getting started. But trust me, you'll be thankful that you stretched when you're not getting injured. And it'll be a lot easier to stretch once you become more flexible over time. Now, the undisputed and most important aspect of recovery is sleep. Now, I know that most people my age like to go to bed at 2 a.m. and wake up at 12 p.m. But even if y'all have to wake up early, y'all are still going to bed at 2 a.m. If you want to lose weight, you have to get in the habit of going to bed early and waking up early. Getting a good sleep is so valuable. And those 8 hours that you get of deep sleep is where you get the most recovery and lose the most fat. Those 8 hours of deep sleep are also where your best ideas and memories are formed. That's why teachers tell you to get a good night's sleep before a test instead of staying up studying. Because you'll actually form the memories of what you learned in class. I personally go to bed at 9 p.m. and wake up at 5 a.m. Not only will your body look better from getting a good amount of sleep, you'll also feel a lot better and you'll have more energy throughout the day. Now, there are plenty of other great ways to recover, like using Epsom salts to relax your muscles, or using a massage gun to help your muscles repair. But as long as you're using these main principles, you will lose fat efficiently and gain muscle efficiently, and your body will feel a lot better than it did before. So by now you know that in order to lose weight permanently and efficiently, you have to have a strong mind and understand and act on the principle of discipline. Since so much of our physical outcomes depend on our mental state, I came up with a mindset that's probably already been made before, but I didn't search it up, it just came in my head. This mindset will help you lose fat and live a happier and more fulfilling life. I call it the future you will thank you mindset. This whole mindset is based around the idea that time is moving no matter what, and there's nothing you can do to change that. You can't change the past, but you can give your future self a more enjoyable life by doing the uncomfortable things now. It doesn't even have to be that uncomfortable. It can be something as simple as this. Let's say that you have a basketball game at 6:30 p.m. and you want to play some video games before the game. As you walk into the game room, you look in the dirty clothes bin and see your jersey is sitting there. You decide to not take the 5 minutes that it takes to wash your jersey because it's not as fun as the immediate gratification that you're gonna get from playing video games. So you decide that you'll play video games for 30 minutes and then come back and clean your jersey. But then that 30 minutes turns into an hour, and before you even realize it, your mom is yelling at you to get in the car. So you turn off the Xbox, grab your jersey, and get in the car. Then you get to the gym that you're playing at, and you put on your game jersey and realize that there's a huge white stain on it. Now your teammates are laughing at you and your parents are embarrassed. If you use the future you will thank you mindset, you would have cleaned your jersey the minute that you saw it in the dirty clothes bin. You you would have seen the stain and addressed the issue before it was too late. The same can be said for diet and exercise. Future you will thank you for not eating that cookie, because now the taste is gone and all you have are the consequences of it, like gaining fat and having high blood sugar levels. If you go to the gym, your body will hurt for that 1, maybe 2 hours that you're there, but then afterward, future you will thank you because you'll be so much stronger, you'll look better, you'll feel amazing. You'll be proud that you did it. The future you will thank you mindset can and will positively affect all aspects of your life if used with consistency and discipline. But how did this particular mindset apply to me losing fat? Well, every time I was tempted to eat something unhealthy, I would just think to myself, future you will thank you, Dylan. And then I would resist that temptation. Every time I didn't feel like going to the gym or skipping a workout, I would just think to myself, future you will thank you for deciding to be tough and putting in the work. That is what got me to lose so much weight. It was because I knew that if it was 2 o'clock and I didn't feel like doing the workout I had planned, by 4 o'clock I would either feel two things. I would feel fulfilled or I would feel regretful. I knew that that 4 o'clock hour would come no matter what. And I could either spend that 2 hours in between pursuing my goal to lose weight or wasting my life watching TV. The payoff of that workout will be far greater than any funny TikTok could ever be. The feeling of regret is far worse than any pain we'll ever feel when working out. Because the thing is that the pain that we feel from working out will give us a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. In this video, I've given you all the necessary steps and information that you need to lose weight. But like Napoleon Hill said, knowledge is only potential power. If you don't take action to lose weight using what you learned in this video, then you just wasted your time. You have to go out there and apply these principles to your life. Even if you fail the first time, try again, because if it really means that much to you, you won't get discouraged from one little failure when you're trying to lose weight. You have to stay disciplined and use the future you will thank you mindset. Now, once you succeed, that doesn't mean that you can just sit there. If you lost 5 pounds, go try to lose another 5. If you lost the other 5, go try to gain some lean muscle. You can always find ways to work on your weaknesses and improve. If you're not disciplined and consistent with the workouts and have a good diet, then you won't be able to make a positive change. You have to keep pushing even if you don't feel like it. If you don't push through the hard times, then that feeling of regret will haunt you. That feeling of emptiness will haunt you. You have to keep grinding. I hope you keep working hard out there and strive to achieve your goals. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that this video changed your mindset and inspired you to push harder to achieve your goals. If you can't tell by the subscriber count, this is a brand new channel, so I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below and hit that like button, because the more likes this video has, the more likely someone is to be able to see it and make positive change in their life. If you know someone who could use some weight loss motivation or motivation in general, share this video with them. On this channel, I'm going to be making a lot of fitness and sports content, and I'm going to be making some lifestyle content too.
Where are they?
If you're interested in building a better diet, but still enjoying the foods that you eat, I'm going to be posting a healthy alternative video next week. So make sure to turn on that notification bell so you don't miss that video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.